Hello, hello, my favorite CopperCube people. I hope it's recording. I think it is. Welcome to the fourth, I guess, episode of this award-winning series regarding how you can make your own multiplayer game with CopperCube. Um, so, Last time we added the possibility for multiple players to connect at the same time. As you can see now, we can switch between tabs and also like both of our knights are moving somewhere, running somewhere. As I mentioned before, today we're doing another little feature. So what we're going to do today is we add this, like little name on top of our character's head, and also we're going to add the chat box. I believe I already have a chat box implementation on the channel somewhere, like one of the first video I think I've made, and we will mostly copy what we have there. And for the names things, uh, this will be actually sort of interesting and also sort of like really bad design, but we'll do it anyway. Let me just plug my phone so it's charging and let's start. So first of all, what we're going to do with how do we display the names? The like stupidest and simplest thing to do is we can just add something called vertical billboard. Let's immediately move it into the position where our character is. I also got a texture already prepared, which is not in the correct folder. Let's just upload it once again. So we go to textures, no, not textures, name cache, unknown, and let's just put it as a material. And now let's just scale it, something like Oop, still too much, something like that maybe, and that. I think that would be okay. So it's 0.6 and 3. Just do it like 3 and 0.6. And it should be also on top of player head, something like that. And it works pretty fine, I guess, for what we need, maybe even like a little bit higher. But as usual, we have an issue with that. And the issue is that there is no way, built-in way in CopperCube, how you can render text to 2D billboard. But there is a way to do it with Node.js, and we will generate these names on server, and client will receive those textures from the server, save them to hard drive, and then apply to billboard. And this is a really bad design decision, but I mean, whatever. It's CopperCube. You just do what you can and enjoy the result. First of all, let's rename it to something like remote name board base or something like that. And I also would like to add underscore because I have my own, conventions for naming stuff. And if I'm just copying something and never use it, so if it's a base, I just usually do it like that in the end. So I know that I don't have but I can't use it without copying. And yeah, so we added this one, and let's just go to the code. First of all, let's start with our servers part. I've already coded once again the solution because I didn't know if it will work or not, but this time I can just recode it because it's pretty simple. So we're going to add another endpoint here, which we'll call getName, and it will actually have a parameter. Parameter is something new that we never had before. Basically, it means that this is sort of a folder, and this is sort of a file, not a folder. So you got the idea. It's a path still, but we just specify it as a parameter instead of, let's say, query, as we done here. And we're going to do request response as always. We're going to take the name from the text. It will be params, and then we will say name. And what we're doing next is we actually need to add another library which will allow us to generate these images. It's called Ultimate Text to Image. and we will just use npm to edit. So let's just stop our server and let's install the, oops, what? Let me just copy the name again. Ultimate text to image. Takes time for npm to download the whole internet as usual, because this is something that npm does. And now we are good to go. Clean command line and run diff again. So we're running again. Let's just import it here, and we don't need the whole thing. We only need one class from it. So we will just do it like ultimate text to image, and we will need only this class, ultimate text to image, which is also called ultimate text to image. It's really ultimate. And yeah, so what we need to do next, we need to create a buffer, file buffer, which will contain our image. For that, we will just create a new instance of ultimate text image, and we will get our name there. And also, why do I call it? Oh, okay, it doesn't matter. And we will call it like name buffer or something like that. And then we also need to specify some parameters here. First of all, we need the font color, which will be in our case just completely white. And I think that's it. Basically, we don't need feed for something like that. It will be just automatically matched. We will render the text to image, and then we need to transform it to buffer. And what the next what we're doing is we're just sending the buffer back, and it will be like image buffer or something like that. Yeah, why it's what am I doing? I'm just copying what is written there, not thinking about what I'm actually doing. So pretty short and sweet. Let's just see if it works. Let's just open the browser and how I called it. Let's just go to localhost 3000 get name. Okay, I think I called it the same way. So as you can see, like we have this image downloaded, which is not image. Let's just add like PNG. This is what I sent PNG. And if we download it, we can see that this is what I sent PNG is actually rendered, but for some reason the font is not white and you want the white font. What is happening here? Okay, it's a correct folder. Oh my god, it's because I can't type now. All right, so let's do it again. And we'll see that this time everything is correct. And we obviously won't be sending the extension from the game. It's just for testing purposes. All right. So this is everything that we need to do from the backend side. Now, the funny part. We will only be adding these messages for the remote player because, I mean, a regular player will probably know what their name is, or we can just sort of do like a UI element somewhere on the screen, so the player can see what his name is. So here in our Cube Connect, MMORPG Connect action, we will do another part which will be related to let's call it like create player name billboard something like that. First of all, what we need to do is we need to get our billboard base, which is gets in node from name, and the name is, I'll just copy it from here because I don't remember how I name stuff. So it will be that. Then we'll just create a copy, billboard copy, and it will be just clone node. We will call it we will just put our base here. So the next thing which we need to do is we need to actually get the material and set it. I'll just copy once again. I'll just copy stuff from the other action which I used for test. First of all, we need a way to how we can copy the image. And for that, unfortunately, I'm not able to use the built-in call, the TCP do HTTP request function, because it doesn't save anything. So I think it only works with the text. So it's not possible to send like image or something like that using it. And I'm also not able to set the texture from the online source for some reason. If I specify path, it just says that this texture doesn't exist. So instead of that, I will use a system command which allow me to execute curl, which is default HTTP client. Not it's not default HTTP client. It basically invokes like the PowerShell command, but it doesn't matter. Basically, it allows you to save file from dep. And this is what I'm going to do here. So first of all, I need to also, and before I forgot, uh, let's just parent our billboard. CCB set parent. How is it called? Node parent or something like that. Child. Set child. Nope. It should be like set parent or something like that. Syn node parent. And for our billboard copy, we will set our parent as our remote player node. And we also need to, do we need to set the position? I guess we should, because I mean it could move. So let's just, oh, okay. Also we have this little artifact on top. Let's just get rid of it really quick. So after that we will just open this like edit thing. And here on the bottom we will just clamp to edge. Yes, clamp to edge works. So now there's no artifacts. Let's just move our board inside our player. But now we'll see that it's like 275 or something like that on y-axis, and this will be our coordinate where to move our billboard. And we will just do set syn node property billboard copy, and we will say position. Oops, position and new vector 3D, and we will just copy this thing here and make sure everything is in the proper format, and that's it. So as soon as character appears, first their name would be unknown before we're setting like the real name. And yeah, so for getting the images, first of all, we also need player name, because currently we only have ID. And for the testing purposes, let me just go to server once again, to our player class. I will add another property to player, which will be its name, player name, whatever. And the name would be like player and then ID. It's just because I don't have player names right now. We could do like some sort of like maybe fantasy names or fake names. You know what? It actually will be much more interesting. Let's just maybe Google really quick for some generator. We can generate as a fantasy name. So fantasy name generator npm. I mean, it's sort of boring, right? To just make some sort of ID plus something. We can just use this one. Will it work for Node.js? I'm not quite sure, because it only mentioned. Let's just check another one, maybe unique names generator. What's that? Um, TypeScript support, numbers, animals, colors, names. I just, so this is not the syntax that we're using. So this is the ES module syntax, and we are using CommonJS. And for that, I'm not quite sure if this module will work or not, because this is the thing with NPM. You never know, will it work for you or not? So we'll just find some sort of like old something which will probably work. But anyway, let's just, I'm not sure, let's just maybe, so package is deprecated, sounds great. Java port. Install fantasy names, echo, doesn't have any readme, whatever. Okay, let's just stick with the first one and we'll see if it works or not. So first of all, we need to install it. Let's just stop our server for a second and let's just, what the hell, why doesn't it copy properly? Let's just install it here, fantasy name generator. Now let's just restart our server once again. Let's go to our player class. And here, let's just import. I'm not sure what we're going to import, but we will figure out that fantasy name generator. And does it have like, okay, all races? It's these are constants, so nothing. It's just, let's just call it name generator. It doesn't have, I think it doesn't have um, so, okay, we have like experts, so just experts, okay, generate name is name by race. Okay, so we have this like generate name function. Okay, let's just then import generate name. Hop, name by race. Is this, okay. Okay, generate name is name by race. Okay, we can just export. We have this name by race. And what does it, what do you need to provide for it? So, um, go to implementation. Oh, no, no, doesn't work like that. Okay, it's right here because it's right here. So race. Uh, but I mean, whatever. Like I can't understand the syntax like what we've done here. So we just say that I need to name. Okay. Let's just do it like it says here. So we will just do name by race, and here we will have name. Oops. We will have name by race, and we will have to pass some argument here. Human. Is it a valid race? And you can also pass gender, but we won't because I mean we don't care. There is an orc. Let's just put orc. I don't want human names. Let's just let it be orc. We'll see if it works really quick. So let's just what can we do to check it? Basically, we can set up debug and just debug it properly, but it's not the way, right? So in case we're connecting, we will just say console log player.name. And in case connecting, it should say that, oh, so we have like this Baziop, 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 Baziop is connected. So nice. So it works. Okay, so now we have sort of randomly generated names, which is much more fun, I think, than just having, like player plus ID or something like that. But oh, come on, I'm like 15 minutes. I'm just trying to figure out how the external package is working. Yeah, let's just get back to our business. And where have we stopped? Okay, so we just send in the request to generate the name. So yeah, first of all, we need to define our URL, and URL would be the following. So we will have our HTTP localhost 3000, and when we, okay, close it, doesn't matter. Let's just check. It will be called get name, and then it will have the name parameter. So it will be like that. Oops, like that. And instead of name we will have our actual name. So it will be like player dot name. Do we have a player object here? Yes, we have it. So it will be yeah, I think we will have it. So it will be data and players and yeah, we will have a player name here. And the thing is, since we're sending it over web and it might contain space bars or some special characters or something like that, what we're gonna do is we also encode the URI that way, and we will call it player name. I'm sorry, my nose is running also. Everything against me today. So that way, it's not a player name, it's a URL to call, and then here inside our curl, we will just call our URL, so it will be plus URL plus this thing. What this does is basically tells us to which file do we want to save our player name. Okay, so encode. All right, so we won't do it like that. We will just do it like that, encoded name, because we will need to use encoded name multiple times, and it will be like encode URI. Here we will just put player name, and here we won't be using it anymore because we don't really need it, and we will just put encoded name and oops, encoded name. And here we will save this to a file which will be called encoded name and plus PNG, right? Nope, not right, not right, not right, wrong. We need to save it in folder, so it will be how have I called the folder? It is game name cache, names cache. Oops. Stop. What are you doing? Names cache. And we will just put it right here and like that. And this is super confusing, I guess, but I mean, whatever. My tutorial, do what I want. Let's just see if it works. So now we say that we can't send node property for some reason. And which node is it? It's this one, I guess, because I mean, what else could it be? Let's just, okay, let's just comment it for now. I think I messed something up here. Let's just start it again. Nope, synod. What the hell? What just happened here? Action controller. What the hell is happening here? I don't get it. This is somehow replaced with an older file once again. So it's an old controller I had before. So I messed up something really heavily, I think. I just messed up something really heavily because this is the old controller here, and just oh my god, it's just so fucked up. How could it happen? I don't understand, because here I have the game which is what? I don't get it. And this is the old version of file. Why does it why does it why was it overwritten? But anyway, let's just fix it, because I mean, why not? Let's just go to my, I think I should at least have the backups, maybe here. Let's just check. The hell is happening with this game? I don't understand. It's just a mess. Anyway, live session. We have like a perfect live session. This is something that you have to deal with on daily basis. I'm not even sure if I want to upload it, but I mean, I already spent half of an hour. How is it called? It's like Copper MMO or something like that. Do I have it here? MMORPG. So what is the version here? Oh, okay. So here I have the perfect, not perfect, but here I have some version that should work. Let's just copy it over the existing one and save and see. So now it works. Let's just, I don't know. I never encountered, I don't know what the word is. So basically, I never faced this issue before. It's super weird. I don't understand why it's happening. So basically, what it did, it just overwritten the whole file, and it's really great. I had a backup because if I didn't have it, I mean, I had to redo everything from the beginning. And let's just maybe rename it to 0.2, and let's just maybe do the following to avoid these issues in the future. Let's just go to other scene, remove the behavior, plugins reload, and then we're going to add our MMORPG controller again. Huh. That's super weird. And also, it's super weird because I think it didn't update the connect function because we still have everything here. And it also didn't update get data function, which it even didn't touch. And it has, because it still has this like ID thing. Oh, all right. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Basically, this is so this time it's like real life thing. So, where have we do we have our things saved somewhere? No, we don't have it. And why? What do we even call it? Let's just do it like that. Oops. What? What's what just happened? Um, okay. And let's just say, first of all, we need to remove the existing game file client. It's removed. So it seems like everything should be working. Let's just do like Um, let's go to our thing and let's just try to print our, let's just do it like that. Call curl cmd and then we will copy the whole thing here and we will do like curl cmd here and we will just print stuff out, so it will be curl cmd. So last time it was really lazy copying, today it's just struggling with stuff and yeah. Okay, let's run the game and see if it shows us something. Um, okay, it's just because, all right, I know why. It's because I'm stupid. I need to connect it with the other player. So now it saves, so it just says that we are going to this URL and we save it to the folder where we expect it to be. So if now we go to our game and name cache, we will see that we'll have our like Mozdur. Oh, great. This names generator is just great. We see that it saves the file there. And this is exactly what we need. Okay, so everything was working. It's just me finding issues there. There's no issues actually. And also, the next thing which I discovered is that um, you can't just get it like that using curl and then applying the image. This is happens because CopperCube works really strange. So what it does, it just spawns another command window and it's executed in a separate thread, which means it's executed the same time as your program is running. So you can just do everything in the line because if you just try to apply this texture after it's got from the URL, after you get it from the URL, you won't be able to do so because it won't be loaded in time. So what we need to do, we need to have some sort of little timeout or something like that. And this is exactly what I'm going to apply. I have this function which I wrote before. I'm using it. I think it's also posted on the forum somewhere. What it does, it creates another function which is called set timeout. It's a polyfill for default browser function or Node.js function, and it allows you to delay any action you want. And this is also something that we're going to use. So I'm going to go to my controller, make sure that it's it's like a proper implementation, and I'll just copy it here. So now let's go to our connect function, and now after our call, let's just call this set timeout function. We need to pass function there, and as a parameter, I will say I want to image to be loaded 100 will do. And as arguments, I will send my, what do I need to say? Basically, I need a path, but I don't really need a path. So I just send like my billboard copy node. And also I will send my encoded name. I'm sending it like that. I'm specified as a parameter because this function from inside the body, it won't have access to all these variables because of because this is how JavaScript context is working. In case we were able to use like an arrow function here, which was added in, I think, language standard ES6, it will have access, but with normal functions, it won't. So that's why we're setting data like that. And this is JavaScript, this is how it works, but like whatever. So what the next thing that we need to do is we just simply need to apply the we, we need to apply this texture. So first of all, we need to get it from the proper place. It will be like that, I think. So it's like name cache, encoded name. We will just do like node and name here, and let's just put name here. Node will be our we don't need to get it. It will be sent here, and so this looks like it should work to me. So the first player is connected. Let's just connect with the second one, and it says what? Couldn't open file or texture. Gobrak. Gobrak. Have you? Yeah, he's saved there, but I think the issue is that it's just not enough time for it to load. So let's just increase time dramatically to a second, because in the future we can also improve this somehow. For example, we can check if on every frame if the image is not uploaded, but for now, I mean, this is a simple feature. I thought we will do it in 10 minutes, but we have so much issues today that probably it's just worth doing it like that. So now, okay. So now the texture is applied, but for some reason it never appears on top of the player. And why is it so? Who knows? Because I mean, it's loaded, but it's never applied. And I think the issue is that it's not set in the correct position. Position, billboard copy, remote player node. That looks correct. So now we are just doing that. Coded name. See node parent. So how does parent work? So we specify the node and then we specify new parent, which is our remote parent. This looks correct to me. I don't get it. It's just like every day, it's just harder and harder to make this stuff work. Let's just make sure that our client is updated. Yes, it is. So what could happen here? Just move it on top somewhere. So it's just unknown here. Can we see this unknown? Yes, it's flying in space. And if you just look for our guy, it still doesn't appear on top, even though we have this unknown. Okay, let's just freaking hell. What is like? It's sort of a hard day. It will be hard to debug this stuff. Let's just remove all the copies and stuff like that. Let's just run it again and see if our node is actually. So it's actually updated. So as you can see on top of unknown, we also have another one which says the player name. But why doesn't it show? Let's not touch the position. Let's just do it like that. I don't understand. So let's just log in again, and it still doesn't show. It's something to do, I guess it's something to do with position, because it's not set to a proper position. But why? It seems like everything is correct. So we have a remote player node, which is, I'm so stupid. It's not remote player node. We need to apply it to copy. My God, wasted so much. It's just so hard I mean, like every day it just becomes harder and harder for some reason. So now we have it. Group boot is our first guy, and our second guy is Raglach. Yay, my freaking god. I just wasted so much time on this. I don't know, like I don't even know if I need to upload it 30 minutes on, oh, come on. But I mean, anyway. So, I don't even know if I'll be able to put a chat feature today or not, but I mean, let's just do it anyway because why not? So, we got the names. Yahoo! And um, do I want to show my player name on screen? We can do it actually. It shouldn't be hard. Let's just do, oh, not a billboard. Let's just do another folder, which we will call GUI. And here inside the folder, we will create a 2D element, which we'll call player name or something. GUI player name. Let's just make sure this can contain text. The text will be empty as for default. Let's just remove this background because we don't really need it. And do we want the text to be white? And we will need it to be like a little bit larger, I think 20. Hey, looks ugly. I like it. Okay, so here then we receive our name and we are connecting. So we have our local player. The next thing which we'll do is we'll just say that. Let's get GUI name, and this will be get scene node from name, and it will be like GUI player name, and we will set scene node property GUI name to text, and the text would be player.name. Is it it? I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure. Like, so yeah, but I mean, whatever, it works. So your Yashmush, Yashumsh, your Yashumsh. Well, it is quite ugly. Let's just do 15. Still don't want it to look too ugly. You got what you got. Also, let's just go to our publish setting and set it to widescreen resolution. Currently, I have 800 by 600. Let's do like this. I think it's the proper name. Nah, maybe not. So it's just widescreen now. Yeah, Bruce God. So we're playing as a Bruce God guy who's running around. Anyway, we have this working. Let's add chat. Can we edit in 20 minutes? I think no, but we can do something. We can do something at least. Do I actually need to start it? Doesn't matter. Let's just do it anyway. So, for our chat, what we're going to have? We're going to have it. This will be the first version. So we will just have it in somewhere on the bottom, I think, or on top. It will be on top. Will it fit on top better? Because on top you won't be you won't it will not annoy you that much, I guess. So it will be just like that, and we will just scale it to the full size, and we will scale it like that. Is it too annoying? It's annoying enough. Let's put it that way. Move it to our GUI folder and call it GUI chat. Change GUI double dash chat. So I'm not I won't be able to do it in 20 minutes, but at least we will do some stuff. We will also need a chat input box. Let's just do like 2D thing and put it here, and we will just, oh, what the hell? We'll just scale it to a proper something like that maybe, and just move it somewhere. But I mean, we're not here for beauty, right? We're just here for for whatever we are here. This will be GUI and will be like chat input. So now we also need to make this invisible, and we need to add some JS key code. First of all, let's just look up what the enter key is. It's 13. I'll forget about it all the time. We don't need this one. Let's just close it. And inside our controller, let's just add a constant, which will be also not a constant, but a var, which will say key enter, and it will be equal to 13. Inside our onKey event listener, we will say that if key equals 13 and it's pressed, we will we need a reference for our input box. Input chat input box equal get in node from name, and we will have our chat input. So it will be this one. So here what we will going to do is we will toggle its visibility. So do we need to toggle? No, we will have a separate variable for that. So we will just set this is chat input box shown, and we will say false because we will still have to so our logic should behave differently in case the chat input is shown or in case it's not shown. So we will need to have a variable anyway. So what we need to do is we will just say that our this input chat box is shown will equal the opposite of what was before. And also we will have another logic here. We will have this logic in the future, but we will need to send the chat message, right? So I'm not quite even sure if you want to do it with another endpoint or not, but I think you can do it with another endpoint for now because this is the first of really stupid decisions today, and I'm going to do all the stupid decisions I can. So first of all, I'm also looking into the web camera and like doing gestures with my hands, and I just realized no one can see me, so doesn't matter. All right, so we're just toggling the visibility, and we need to apply this visibility. It's in the property, and here we will have chat input box, and we will say if it's visible, this is chat input box shown, and we'll see if it works. So basically, by pressing enter, I should be able, yeah, to show and hide the chat. By default, it's hidden. So now we need a way to input our characters in our chat. And as you already guessed it, CopperCube doesn't have this, but I have my old extension, which has a behavior which allows us to type. And also I think there's other extensions like that, and they probably work better than mine, but I will still use mine. So I have this dictionary object here, which we will need. It contains the key code and the corresponding character. So it's a key code to character. That way we will understand what kind of character is input by the player, and we will also limit the possible characters which can be input. So in this case, currently it will be just all the Latin alphabet, and also we will have a spacebar, comma, and dot. All right. So how do we input a thing? What I had here is this one. So we'll just copy it and we will try to figure out how it works later. It will be inside our onKey event function, and let's just format it properly. Remove this one because it's obviously not belongs here. So if chat input box is shown and our dictionary actually have a key, we will say that our input will be equal to dictionary key and our input text. We also need input text, I guess, variable to store the data. Let's just to store the whole text. We'll just have like input text, and it will be the empty string, and it will be plus char. And here in our input box, we will say that we also updated with our input text. We should also have different logic for when the chat is opened and then chat is closed. Basically, when chat is closed, you also need to send data to the server and clear the string. And on chat open, you don't really need to do anything, but we will add it soon. So now if you just open the chat and start typing something, properly doesn't exist. It's because I obviously forgot to draw text here, top left. So now if you just start typing something, property doesn't exist text. What? It should exist. Can I remove the client? Yes, I can. Let's just check it once again. So here we have chat input box. It has a text property. It will input our text. So what is the issue with that? It has draw text. The text could be applied, I guess. So if it's visible, it will be shown. Do we need to put it in center? I guess in center it will be a little bit better. How could it not have text? Okay, so I'm not sure what it was, but now I can type stuff, and I also can close it and show it, and I have no idea. It's just CopperCube doing its things. And also, what would be great to have is if we have an ability to remove our um, our text. And for that, we also need a backspace key. So it's 8. So in our controller, let's just do var key back. Is it backspace? I don't know. Backspace. I'm not sure. Like I'm not sure on anything anymore. I guess it's backspace. So we will have if our so if key equals to key. Why do I have 13 here? Can someone tell me like what am I doing today? What what is even happening to me? Like why I'm doing these stupid things which I never do in my real life. So we have like our key backspace, and I want it to be strict. And here, what should I do? So I'd say if this input text length is greater than 0, in this case we need to actually remove the last item from the input text. So we will just do input text equals this input text slice 0 minus 1. Will it work for string? It should, but once again with CopperCube you never know. So no, it doesn't. Okay, it might work, but I mean the issue might be that I also need to, not the issue, the thing is that I might also need to update the whole. Okay, so now I can do it. All right, finally I can type, and I can also remove the text by pressing backspace. And I also need to remove text from here, and I also would like it to be invisible. Oh, no, draw background, just visibility toggle to false. And now if you can just, I am, okay, we also need, what? Okay, I have a little bug here. It also duplicates all the characters. So in case this is char input box, and if digit and key, and if it's pressed, in this case, we will do like our thing. So now, yes, it can. I can just type a single character because before it was not only it didn't only appears in case I pressed the button, but also if I release the button. So we need this is pressed here, and also let's just move it on top because I think I also removed all the things with backspace. So let's just do it like that. If chat input box and if pressed, yeah, this looks fine to me. So now we're able to input our characters, and we also need to add another character, which is this one, a single quote. Oops, it will be like because I want to be able to type stuff like I am and so on. So it will be oops, yeah, like that. So now if I just go to this thing and say I am sorry for that. Yes, because I am. And also let's um let's continue putting our logic here. So now we can type, but we also would like I would also would like to be able to put, like the capital characters. And for that we will need a shift key, which is 16. Left shift is 16. Let's just go here and do like left key, left shift. I think it's left shift. I don't think it's both shifts, but it also might be both. And we will do like this is shift pressed equals false by default. So we will do if in our thing here, if key equals key left shift. In this case, we will do this is shift pressed equals to pressed because we would like it to be able to shift between like shift is pressed or not pressed, basically toggle. And on release, it will automatically assign false, and this is exactly what we want. And here we will say that if this is nope is shift pressed, in this case we will do input character to uppercase, I think it's called. Otherwise we will just do input character, and we'll see if it works. This is doesn't this doesn't work. Okay, to uppercase. Why? I don't know. Is presented shift pressed. Let's just see. So now does it doesn't. Oh, okay, so it's probably just because our client is, yeah, our client is stuck, so that's why. Let's just kill it really quick. Oh my god, this is such a long episode. I thought I will be much more, productive today, but it seems like I'm not. I'm not productive at all. Let's just check it once again. So if you just do it, okay, so shift is false. Why is it false? Super weird. So it's always false, and it's always false because what? Maybe just okay, it might be false because freaking CopperCube doesn't actually. It either have another key code for shift or it just doesn't work with shift at all. I think there was some sort of bug like that, but let's just figure out if it even reads shift key. Okay, okay, it's 160. It's just because it's 169, not 16. Okay, so we just have another key code. Let's just go here and at 160, and we'll just try it again. And now if it, I don't understand. doesn't work anyway. Let's just check it really quick once again. It's really hard episode for me. So if shift is pressed, it will be equals to pressed. So here, okay, it's just once again, it's just because this freaking thing didn't delete it itself because I removed stuff and it's still okay. So now we finally can freaking type our characters in the proper way. This is so awesome. It finally works. This is a normal text that I am typing or typing. Так, okay. So it's already hour long. 5 minutes, sorry. Okay, I have 5 minutes to complete everything. Let's just. So, we need to have a design decision here. And the design decision is that we need to send our text to the server. And the issue is that the issue is that hmm, we don't we don't really basically we don't really know what to do here. I don't really know what to do. If I should use the another endpoint or if I should use the common endpoint. And I think I'll just create another endpoint on the server because blah, blah, blah. Why not? Because it will be just simpler. Let's switch to our server and here let's just set another endpoint which we'll call add set nope put chat message. MSG for short. And we will, as usual, have our request and response inputs to our callback function. And we will say that chat message will be request. No, it will be an object which will contain name. How do we get the name? So, okay, so first of all, we also need to set ID here. Let's just copy it from there and we will identify the player that way. So we will send our ID and by that we will find the player name. And here inside chat property we will say that the name would be player name. This was the easy part. So then we will probably need to have a date. So date will be just new date. No, not new date, will be date now on the server side. Do we really need this? Okay, let's just Пускай. Let's have it. And also we will need the message itself. So we will say message and it will be request query parameters and we will call it also message. And we need to have our, let's say, chat log here. And we will also, for now, since I'm already running out of time, I ran out of time multiple times. I really thought I will finish it faster. So for that, I will just do the simple implementation there. I will just put chat message. I will just do chat log and I will just push our chat message there. And do I need to, how do I do it actually? So I also need to, okay, let's just do it that way. So in case I will only leave three last message in the chat for now. It's for now, but then I'll just put a to do here, to do handle chat properly. So you can see more than three messages. So if our chat log length is greater than 3, in this case, I will say chat log shift, which will remove the first element from the array. Removes the first element from an array and returns it. Okay, we don't need to return anything, but we will just remove the first element. Yeah, so that way we can only store three elements at the same time. And obviously, we will also need to have another endpoint which will allow us to get chat log, get chat, just chat because, oh, okay. And I also need to send, let's just send, okay. Oh no, let's not send, okay. Should we send, okay? Yeah, let's just send okay for now. It would be a good idea. Let's just do another to do here. So it would be a good idea to update the chat. So as soon as you send the new message, in the response, you will receive the whole chat, and the chat is updated for you immediately. That would be great, but this is not something that we're doing right now. So we will just do it in the future. I think maybe the next one I will dedicate to uploading everything to the host and running it on the host, and we will also fix this little chat thing. But we'll see if there would be any episode, because I mean, after that one, there might be none. So here, what we will do is we'll just resend, and we will send the chat log. Yeah. Oh no. Do we need to stringify it? We need to stringify it. JSON stringify chat log, like that. So we'll have the whole, we will send the whole array, but it won't be an usual array. It will be as a big string. And here inside our thing, so here first of all we need to add a possibility to send the chat. So in case is chat and is pressed and enter and is pressed, we will say if this is chat box shown, and we also check that input text length is greater than 0, which means that it has some sort of length there. First of all, not first of all, we will just do CCB HTTP request to our localhost 3000, and then we will have our, where is it? How I called it? Put chat message. We need to have ID and message here. So put chat message, and we will have ID, which will be global player ID, and we will also have our message, which will be our input text. And after that, we will say that our input text will equals to an empty string. So that way we're cleaning it and it doesn't show the next time. All right, we also need a callback function because CopperCube won't work without it. So we on data, and we will just do nothing. Basically, we don't have to do anything. And here we will also update to do update chat on new line sent. Okay, so this is fine and all. So now I think we can just test if it works or not, because my brain is not working today and I need to make sure everything is working. So we'll do console dir and chat log here, just to make sure we actually have something in the chat log. All right, we are here, stop. And this is a text, and we send it, and has something happened? Nothing has happened. Why? Hello. Freaking hell, because the game is not updated once again. I don't know what is happening with it, but the longer you have it opened, the worse it works. So we just remove client from our thing here, and let's just do it again. And so nope, this is a text. It doesn't do its thing for some. Okay, hello. First of all, it doesn't. Okay, it does clear the text. is a text. Ah, okay. And why doesn't it? Okay, okay. I see what the bug is. So here, when we input a text, we also need. I'm so sorry. We need to encode it because we send it inside the get. And here, then we clear it. We not also need to clear it. We also need to set it's as an empty text. So now, if we just this is a text with a space bar, blah, blah, blah. And if we check our red, now okay, so now our Hogarth sent this is a text with. So now it works finally. Oh, all right. We have it. We have the first part. The video is more than an hour long now. Hour and 5 minutes. Freaking God. Let's just create another action. So now the last thing that you need to do is basically poll the chart. And I will just poll it every half of the second because once again we're doing a lot of bad design choice today. And I will call it, I will need a new action for that. I will call it MMORPG poll chat. And let's just rename everything and like that. And we'll say that this is MMORPG poll chat 0.1. And let's just copy it from disconnect because mostly will be the same endpoint. So here we don't even need a player ID. We only need to put the correct endpoint here. Endpoint is get chat. So here we're getting the chat, and what we're going to do is we're going to say that our data is JSON parse data, and yeah, it will be not, that will be okay, I guess. And here now, what we're going to do, we're going to have our GUI chat. Let's just get it as a node. Why chat will be equals to gets in node from name, which is like this one. So why am I a bit worried about this one? It's just because basically there might be a security risk since inside our JSON parse here, oh, it's not this one, obviously, we have an eval function, which basically can allow user input to be transformed into real CopperCube or JavaScript commands. And this is some sort of security risk which is required to be tested, but for now I will not do it. I will not do it. So basically I'm not doing it like that. Let's just format everything on the server side. I want it to be formatted on client, first of all, because on server side we're also doing a lot of actions um, and yeah, and I wanted it to keep as simple as possible, but I don't want to have user input to be. I don't have any want to have any possibilities of some sort of hack or something like that, which since no one still plays it, but I mean, whatever. I just don't do it. I just won't do it. So let's just do like chat log here. We will map. I won't have a date because obviously the server can run in a different region, let's say with different time zone. So I won't have a date, but I will also only have like a player name and the message for now. And we will say to do use date and format everything on client. We'll just figure out how to do it in the future as we've done multiple times. Okay, let's just remove this one. Oh, what? What have I removed? Push? No, push we don't remove. We just remove the console output. And here we will do map. So this will be message, and for each message we will say um, so message, then chat log, name, and it says m message, something like that. And we will do join with r, oops, rn, something like that. Okay. And here on the client, you don't have to do much, to be honest. It's even simpler. So we will just do good chat. Oops, set scene node property GUI chat text, and then text we will just say data. And we need to make sure the draw text is enabled here, and text is top left, and we will also go to our, first of all, we will reload all the extensions, and then we go to our scene, and here we will add another few seconds to something. I set it to 500 seconds. And here we will add our scripted action, which is all chat 0.1. And we'll see if it does something. I'm not sure. So now we have like Glurgash saying that this is a message. Let's also remove these coordinates because they're such an annoying thing. Let's close it and go to controller, and where do we have print here? Print. Okay, this might be fun. Player position. Let's just comment out all prints because I don't really need them anymore, to be honest. Let's do it like that. And also let's just check where we have prints. So chat box, don't care. What's that? It's the plain extension. We don't care. Okay, so yeah, let's just do it again. Our Gulgash already wrote something, and now it's Trogborg broke time to say something, and let's just open another instance so we see our Trogbrok, which says stuff, and we can also say something to him. Hello, Trogbrok, and now we see that this is hello Trogborg. It's shown here, and also it's here, and if you just put another message, the first, so the chat is moving, and let's limit it to 5 messages. And I mean, whatever. It's not working properly right now, but I mean, you got the idea. Basically, it works. It works, and this is the best that I can do today, I think. Um, I think it's the best that I could do, uh, considering it was like really heavy, not heavy, hard episode for me today. Um, let's just not. So these windows are so annoying. Let's just go to our game and actually run the client a couple of times and see if it works. So now we have player one, we have player two, root glass, and player one is Oglob, and we just say that hello, Oglob, how are you in this beautiful morning? Oh, I don't have freaking question mark. Doesn't matter, we'll just add it. And as you can see, our guy received the message, and for some reason, okay, this was because I removed. What am I doing? Not visible. I don't want to show the background. I still want name to be shown. Like, what am I doing today? Um, I don't understand. It's for some reason it's just a hard day. I shouldn't do anything. I think I just shouldn't do anything today. But anyway, here's the final result. It works. It only took 1 hour and 15 minutes to figure out, and as you can see, we were actually figuring out stuff today, opposed to what we had last time when I was just copying everything and so on. And let's just also add the question mark, which is 191. So if you just do like 91, and let's just see if we can I ask questions? Yes, I can. Nice. So now we can do it. And now, as you can see, like your name is also showing here. And oh, come on. This is that was the tough one. That was the tough one, but we did it. And yeah, I need to switch to other things right now. If someone watched it, thank you for watching. And the next time we will be deploying our stuff the uh, to the real quote server, which I'm so it's not a real server, it's like a really big machine which I'm going to use. And yeah, so I hopefully see you next time.